Mr. Ajit Rai, the CMD of Suprajit Engineering. Mr. Rai, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us on ET Now. Like I said, it's been a bit of a mixed bag. So let's talk about first the overall numbers. If you could just give us highlights of what went by in the third quarter briefly.
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me on your channel. The 3 quarters that ended in December has been actually pretty good, excepting that our Phoenix Lamp division didn't grow. Our domestic cable business, our export of cable business, our Sena division all have had a good double-digit growth. The overall we grew at about 12-13%, whereas as you rightly said, the EBITDA has grown by about 6%. The EBITDA margin, our guidance has been that we will have an EBITDA margin between 14 to 16%. We clocked 14.7%, whereas last year at the same time we had about 15.7%. So yes, about 100 basis point drop in the margins, but I think it's well within our guidance, and we expect that will be so as the year goes by. Overall, the 3 quarters have been good. I would say that this is despite the tough times we had in the domestic market in terms of the Indian automotive business in the last 3 months, not really growing in any one of those segments. So considering all that, I think we had a fairly decent set of numbers.
All right. Could you first up tell us about the commodity hedging strategy that you guys have been adopting? What was the impact witnessed in the third quarter of the same?
The commodities have been fairly stable in terms of the pricing of all the commodities. I think the first half of the year and last year had the continuous increase in most of the commodities, whereas it has sort of now tapered off and is stable. So as far as the domestic front is concerned, most of the commodity increases we have been able to pass on to our customers, so it has not had any effect. Now there has been a trend reversal of some sort. Steel prices seem to be coming down. So we'll have to wait and see. So we are fairly well established, set up with the customers to sort of work both this increase and decrease in commodities prices.
Okay, let's talk about the greenfield expansion. What's the progress on that, and by when will it start contributing to your numbers, and how would it increase capacity?
Yeah, we have 2 greenfield plants coming up. One in Narsapura, both are in Bangalore, and the other one is at Doddaballapur. One is for one of our marquee two-wheeler customers in India, which will go into production during the first quarter of next year. Similarly, our Doddaballapur plant, which is exclusively for export of cables to European Union as well as to US, will start initial trialing and manufacturing during again the first quarter. But both the plants will get into full production by about December of this year. With that, our capacity will increase from the 250 million that we currently have to about 300 million. The overall investment of capex for these 2 projects and few other balancing infrastructural requirement is estimated at about 100 crores, and that will all be done by December.
Okay, your 4-wheeler market share did expand very smartly to 35% from just 20% 5 years ago. But, the market is tough right now. I mean, we have seen that play out in the monthly sale numbers that auto guys do put out. So how are you looking to essentially manage that? How are you looking to increase the number of clients?
Yeah, the automotive Indian business didn't have any growth, particularly last few months have been pretty tough actually. The overall for the first 9 months there's only about a 1% growth in the automotive part of the business domestically. But we have been lucky that a lot of our business is exports, whereas the export business, although the markets in both Europe and US in terms of the OEM growth is very low single digit, but we have been able to take new businesses from our competitors. So that has been a very strong market. We had 15 to 20% kind of a growth there. That's why you are seeing our market share in the automotive segment is slowly growing, which is mostly out of our exports from our Doddaballapur facilities.
Okay, so let's talk about now your global clients currently. Who are the top global clients? And again, how are you looking to tackle this global demand slump, and how do you plan to de-risk that part of the business?
Some of our big global customers are, Volkswagen, Renault, Nissan, BMW, etc. They are, you are right, they are not really growing that much, but what we are doing is that we are getting brand new businesses from them. It is just that, so far our business with these customers have been very small. That has now increased to, slowly increasing to a significant side. So it's basically that for the new platforms, we are getting the preferred sourcing strategies from our customers. So we are actually replacing their existing supplier, and hence this slowdown in the global market also does not affect us because we are actually taking away business from the competition. So we still continue to expect, in fact, the next 2 years, we are expecting a significant growth in our automotive cable exports from India.
Okay, that's good to hear. So we wish you good luck with those plans.